Well, good morning. Here it is. It's Wednesday. Today's, of course, Hump Day. We're halfway through this week, and it's gone fast. And anyway, today, of course, is July the 10th, and I hope you had a great Tuesday. Excuse me. I hope you had a great day. Hope that you were able to continue on with some projects or whatever the case may be. And anyway, even if you kind of, end of the day, not, make completely, satisfied with what you got accomplished, God has given us a brand new day and a brand new day of opportunities. And I certainly hope and pray that this morning finds you feeling well. Hope that you're well rested and ready to tackle the opportunities that God has given us with this Wednesday morning. This morning, I'd like to share with you a devotion, entitled "Our Greatest Intercessor." Romans chapter 8, verse 34. It says, "Who then will condemn us? No one, for Christ Jesus died for us and was raised to life for us, and he's sitting in the place of honor at God's right hand, pleading for us." Sometimes we look at our lives and we wonder why God would choose us. But here's what we need to realize. God doesn't just see us in our weakness. He sees us for what we can become. He sees the potential there. We might see just a lump of clay, but God, He sees a beautiful vase. Now we might see a blank canvas, but you see, God sees a finished painting. Where we see problems, God sees solutions. Where we see failure, God, He sees potential. And where we see an end, you see, God, He sees a new beginning. Now maybe you're thinking, well, I've failed horribly in the past. The good news is that God, He can forgive you and He can recommission you. And we see that played out beautifully in Matthew chapter 26. They were in the upper room, and remember, Jesus, He had just revealed that one of the disciples would betray Him. And so they all began to ask Jesus, am I the one? And then in verse 25, it tells us that Judas, the one who would betray Him, also asked, "Rabbi, am I the one?" And Jesus told him, "You have said it." Now Judas, he left, and then Jesus, He celebrated the Last Supper with His disciples. They broke the bread and they drank the cup. And on the way to the Mount of Olives, remember, Jesus, He dropped another revelation on them. This is in verse 31. He said, "Tonight all of you will desert me. For the scriptures say, God will strike the shepherd and the sheep of the flock will be scattered." The passage goes on to say that Peter, he declared to Jesus, that he would never betray Him. And the other disciples basically said the same. Now Luke's account of these events adds a detail that we don't find in Matthew. Jesus went on to say in Luke 22, verses 31 and 32, "Simon, Simon, Satan has asked to sift you like wheat, but I have pleaded in prayer for you, Simon, that your faith should not fail. So when you have repented and turned to me again, strengthen your brothers." Now, would that alarm you if Jesus said that to you? I mean, imagine yourself sitting with Jesus, and then He turns to you and He says, "Oh, by the way, the devil has been asking for you by name." The devil? You mean like Lucifer himself? Yeah, that's right. You see, the devil, he's not the equal of God. I mean, God is omniscient. He knows everything. He is omnipresent and omnipotent. He's everywhere, and He's all powerful. Satan knows some things, but he can only be in one place at a time, and his power is limited. But he still is powerful. He's a powerful spiritual being. And for the devil himself to actually request someone is significant. I mean, why would Satan ask for Peter? I mean, maybe it was because he saw him as a threat. God isn't the only one who recognizes leadership. You see, Satan does too. You know, the good news for us today is that Jesus, he was praying for Peter. You know, and Jesus, he's praying for you and I also. You see, Christ is in your corner. You know, he is interceding for you. And because of that, you never will be separated from God. You know, without the prayers of Jesus, you see, Peter, he wouldn't have stood a chance. And nor do we, you know, but when we know that Jesus is, you know, praying for us daily, you know, praying for us at all times, you know, that we'd be able to, you know, stand up to the temptations of this world and to what Satan throws at us. You know, we can have confidence in that, and we can, as long as we rely on that, rely on God's strength to get us through. So anyway, hope that encourages you here on this Wednesday morning. I hope you have a wonderful hump day. Remember, Angie and I, we love you guys, and we're praying for you. And Lord willing, I'll see you tomorrow morning. God bless you.